Thousands of people ended their donations to Oxfam after finding out that it took advantage of those in its care and didn't disclose it. But what would you have done in Oxfam's situation?
The public are becoming increasingly sceptical when it comes to brands, charity brands. They want to understand exactly where their money's going. They want to know what impact it's having. Recent studies, both from the Charities Aid Foundation and also Mintel, says that between 50 to 60% of people actually don't trust charities today. So when it comes to charities, they really have to build on that, and they have to get out there and build people's trust. Now, to be clear, Oxfam is a really strong brand and does great work all around the world. And the actions of a few have basically profoundly damaged that organisation. What happens moving forward is they need to come clean, and on that road to redemption does start with an apology, and it talks about how the organisation will behave in the future. What they need to do is to focus on the great work that they do, and that they do so much good within poverty around the world. They need to focus on that. They need to build their brand back up and communicate what it is that they do and how they do it. Now, brands do provide air cover in times of crisis and in times of need, and that's why brands invest in this area within the charity sector. But they need to be clear about how they're going to take this forward, focus on what's important, and get back to doing good.
I think the first thing Oxfam needs to do is tackle the problem head on and admit this is time for change, and then use that to their advantage really, and understand that, like most other charities, they need to innovate the way they do things. And that's everything from the way they communicate with and engage with their donor base to where they're actually taking donations and growing those donation streams as they move ahead. So this could be a real opportunity to do something different and change the business model for the better.
If Oxfam were to believe the story I read, that 82% of journalists said that it was only going to get worse or remain the same for the whole of this year, then they really need to develop a long-term plan. The long-term plan needs to probably start with an apology, but it then needs to work on how they can establish with their audience and the people they want to talk to what good work they do, how they're going to establish their work over time, over the year, and how they can build up a story that will hopefully take them to a better place than they were before in a transparent and honest way.